in Wharfdale again for a wild camp, and just to the left is the mighty Kilnsea main overhang. Wow. Look at that. Frightens the life out of me looking at it. Kettlewell Duck Race, Monday 29th of May. We're just crossing the River Wharf. Over another little bridge. A nice little village with a couple of pubs. Well, I've arrived in Buckden in the Yorkshire Dales. Look at those lammies, spring lambs. And that's up that track is up to Buckden Pike, where I was camped on top of a couple of weeks ago. And we've just had some showers. But I have to say, looking gorgeous. I'm pretty sure I've got the right way, and I'm going to head up there, up Birks Fell, one of the Dales 2000 footers, the Dales 30s. That's the River Wharf. Magnificent. Oh, there's some lambs, I wish you could see them. They are jumping and bucking, and spring lamb bouncing. And some swallows on the telegraph wires. Ooh, hazy like that. That bridge, isn't that beautiful? Huh? I'm feeling better already. Well, that was a short detour because that's the wrong way, but nevertheless, nice view of the bridge. A bit further along. There is a lamb asleep on its mum. So I've just been through a paddock with a couple of gates, still on the lower track, limestone band. I've got 600 ml of water, so there's a stream, don't need it. There's a tarn on top, so I've got a filter bottle, but I've got minimal water just to keep me on. Nice woodland. Right, I'll catch you up in a bit more. I've come up to the gorge, which is supposedly a stream, but it's dry as a bone. And that up there's Buckden Pike. I camped the other couple of weeks back. Look at the light on Buckden Pike now. Making good progress. Oh, I don't know if you can see them, but there's a whole bunch of belted Galloway cattle up there. You can see the white stripes. You won't be able to see them on the camera. Anyway, so that is beautiful. We're plodding on up this slope, and it'll go up somewhere here, up to that col I think, and then we'll go along the ridge to the summit and find a pitch. Oh, so we're nearly at the foot of the steep bit, and just about a quarter of a mile above those trees, and there's a nice water source here if anybody needed it. Right, so this is Buckden Pike, that's Great Whernside. I've come up that side, you can see, but in the far distance there's a trig point. At that point I went in the wrong direction over there because my glasses were smothered in chocolate. Anyway, I knew it was wrong, so I went back to a known point, and then I followed this wall up, and we're just at the tarns on top of Birks Fell, and I think that's Buckden Pike there. We're not far from the summit now, and so far the rain's held off, which I'm glad about, because I haven't pitched my tent yet. So we've got this sort of trek for the next quarter of a mile. Oh, I know exactly where I am now, because there's a disused shepherd's hut or something, and over there, you can't see it in the mist, is Pennygent, and then Fountains Fell, and Darnbrook Fell where I was, I think it was last week, for a hike. So there's the tarns. I'm alright for water if I need to get it with my filter bottle. So I'll just press on a bit further. Some sort of a ruin here. Probably a shooting hut or a shepherd's refuge. And I'm not camping in there because it'll be full of you know what. Right, just got to push on to the summit. Oh, that was a good run out. We're approaching the summit of Birks Fell, a Dales 30 summit, and thankfully we've had the rain stay off, and it stayed dry, so there you go. Whoop. Oh, and that's over into Wensleydale, Buckden Pike, Great Whernside, and south-ish down the ridge back to the trig point. Yeah, there's a fair old wind. Should imagine 10 mile an hour. So let's get back off a bit further back and we'll pitch. So back at the big tarn and this building thing. So I'm going to try and pitch around here because it's getting on for time. So I'll catch you in a bit when I've set the tent up. So I've got Tarpstar 2 pitched up, and Thermarest X-Therm Z-Light underneath that, and the mist is just starting to come in. I don't think it's rain, it's just mist. And we're behind this old shepherd's hut or whatever it is, and managed to get me load down to 7 kilos, so that's not bad. Alright, we'll get in the tent and get a brew on. So I've put the brew on my Soto Windmaster, which I much prefer to the vastly more expensive stoves, jet boil and such like. I'm sure they're perfectly good, but this stove is light, it's compact, and it's reliable, and it's very good in the wind. I've never used it with a shield, so I'll do a bit to camera when I've got my head torch on. The mist has come in, and we're on the top of Birks Fell, over 2,000 feet, about 2,010 feet I think. So here we are in the Tarpstar 2. I brought the inner this time, so a little more heavy, but still not very heavy. Good weight. And my pack weight was 7 kilos, so can't grumble at that. Right, I'll finish off my brew and I'll do a piece to camera when I've got my head torch on. Evening all. I'm on top of Birks Fell at just over 2,000 feet in my Tarpstar 2, Alpkit Tarpstar 2. And it's not too bad, the conditions. I think it's about 10 o'clock at night. I haven't looked at the clock, but so I've just got the Z-Light underneath the Thermarest, and then I'm just bought a quilt today, which is the Cloud 9 Alpkit Cloud 9. It's supposed to be good to 0, but 7 degrees outside and over 10 degrees, 12 degrees inside the tent, something like that. So the mist has come in now, but some nice views coming up from Buckden, and so I'll put my earplugs in and I'll get off to sleep. Quite a few curlews up here, and there's a tarn a little bit further down. I'm fairly short of water, but I've had a brew and I've got a bit of water left. I'll have enough for a brew in the morning, then I can get some more on the way down with a filter bottle, the Be Free. Okay, so can hear an aeroplane going over. Okay, so I'll catch you in the morning. Good night. Right, I've had a good night's sleep. Hardly a breath of wind. And we're ready for off about 6:30 on top of Birks Fell. One of the Dales 30's done, over 2,000 feet, and we're going that way. So if you're ever up here on Birks Fell, there's a dirty great big tarn there. Looks a bit tricky to get to it, but good water source there. What's this over here? Wow, sort of a little bit of walls and craters. I don't know. You could bivvy in there because it might fill with water. Right, back to the track. I don't know what all this is. These like reed bales. There's some sort of restoration process, I think. Yeah, let me know if you know in the comments. Right, here is the trig point. Let's have a look at the map. Ugh. Oh, this is Bog City, isn't it? This is the summit. Well, no, it's the trig point on Birks Fell. But to all these people who've been here and think they've been to the top of Birks Fell, you haven't. This isn't the highest point. The highest point is somewhere to the northwest, that way. So here we go. Right, that's that. Now let's check the map and we'll head off down. I've just cut across that corner from the trig point. There's a bit of paved path here, but most of it's not paved. When it is, it's nice. We're coming up here, we'll cut through this wall and follow that down. We're back on the track we came up from on. Not much of a sunrise, I'm afraid, today to show you. It would be that way, but it ain't, for obvious reasons. But that's don't know where my debit card is. Be in the tent somewhere or in the sleeping bag, because when I got to the car park last night, the flipping machine wouldn't work. So, because of all the pandemonium, when I finally did get it to work, I put the card in my pocket and forgot about it. But I found it last night in my sleeping bag. But when I woke up this morning, I had no idea where it was. Anyway, I'll empty my bag inside the tent, inside the car, and if it's not there, I'll have to report it. Right, I'm going to follow this down for a while. Oh, there's a grouse. Right, so we've popped down out of the mist, and this is the trail down, back down into Buckden, which is down there. And yeah, actually, this is the first I've got of a view since last night. But there you go. Nice enough track up. Rough and grit stony. But yeah, we're going down there and then skirting left to the left of those trees, and then back across the river wharf and cut back to the village. See you in a bit. Get a wee bit of water. Oh, that's better. Right. Oh, bit peaty, but do for a thirst quencher. Right. See, clear as a bell. Right. Have a little refresh out of that spring. We're off down there now. I'll catch up at the woods probably. So, pretty far down now. The steepest bit's done. And this will join up with the farm track over there somewhere. There's a bit of, I won't say sunshine, but a little bit of brightness breaking through now. Oh, we're almost back down to the farm track here. Well, I think this is it. Look at these woodlands here. And if you listen, all the bird song. And up there, Buckden Beck. Looks a serious enterprise, that. And there's a mine at the top. So if you're coming up from Buckden, you'd come up this track from the road, up the farm track, up the hairpins, and then you make a right fork up there, and that goes, traverses up to that col there. You get right up to the top, then along the ridge to the summit. Marvellous. Right, back down to these paddocks. Well, there we go. Right, that's that one. This is back down to the hairpin gravel track. You can see the road there, and you can see Buckden. That's not a bad trip. Nearly stacked it. Corporal Jones. So, right. I'll catch you up in a bit when we've got down this hairpin road here. Up the way, girlies. There's 3 sheepdog tearing off up there. Whoa. Back down to the road. Oh, we've been up there. Right. Bit of road bashing now. Hello. Hello. How you doing, sweeties? 2 little lammies. Hello, Mum. It's alright, I'm not bothered, love. Loads of newborn lambs. So, I'm afraid that wasn't a very scenic one for you. But if you're doing Birks Fell, it's not a bad way up from Buckden. A little bit boggy in places, but nothing desperate. And with the Yorkshire Dales, you can park overnight. Why it's not the case in the Lake District, I don't know. Oh, there's a tree that's had better days. All sawn up. That'll be on a farmer's wood burner. Yorkshire Dales, eh? Even when the weather's not at its best, it's still brilliant. Hello, you lot. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing, sweeties? What are you doing, cheeky? Huh? Hello, sweeties. Hello. Such a pleasure to see them all, isn't it? Yeah, we're just approaching the bridge over the River Wharf now. And you can go down the river there to Kettlewell, 2 or 4 miles. Farmer busy at work, and I bet he's been up since 4:30. Something protesting. They don't like me near, a birdie. I'll tell you what, this hill seems bigger than it did when I came down it. There's going up Buckden back there. Maybe one day. Back of the car. Hat, stick, rucksack, bottom pack. A bad trip, haven't got wet, but I know I've been on a walk, that's for sure. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this one. Not too scenic because of the mist on the hill, but at least you can see if you're going up Birks Fell. Then you'll at least see what it's like coming up from Buckden. So I'll leave you on this one, and thanks for watching. See you on the next one.